The fact that James of England changed the Bible, and what does it have to do with the Pilgrims? I'm here to share this with you. In order to understand this at all, we have to go back to the reign of Henry VIII. Henry was married to Catherine of Aragon, and they had a daughter, Mary, who later became Mary I of England. We'll come back to her. Catherine had gone through menopause. Henry really wanted to divorce her and wanted Anne Boleyn. He ends up marrying Anne, sending Catherine away, and breaks with the Church of Rome, even though he was a staunch Catholic himself and remained a Catholic until the end of his life. Elizabeth is born to Henry and Anne. She will become Elizabeth I. She's important to the story. We'll get back to her later. Anne gets her head lopped off, and he marries Jane's pious ass, a staunch Catholic. They have Edward together. He goes on to become Edward VI, and we're going to get back to him. But this is the first monarch of England that was raised completely Protestant. Jane dies. He ends up marrying 3 more times. We're moving forward. This dude finally croaks. Thank goodness. He leaves the throne to his spoiled ass of a child, Edward VI. Remember when I said he was the first monarch of England to be raised fully Protestant? He absolutely was. And so Protestantism was the new religion. This caused a problem because this little shit got sick and didn't want to leave it to his sisters, Mary and Elizabeth. Because to give it to his sister Elizabeth would be to allow Mary to take it. Mary was a Catholic. He ignores daddy's deathbed wishes and literally what his dad put into law to allow this 2 daughters to inherit and give it to his cousin Jane. Jane being known now as the 9 Days Queen. But here comes Mary. She lops Jane's head off and the rest of her family, and she takes the throne as Mary I of England, and she's a staunch Catholic, defended to the core by Rome. And so England becomes Catholic again. And she went so far as to burn the heretics at the stake. Mary marries an entire fool, doesn't ever get pregnant. The throne has to go to someone. Enter Protestant Elizabeth I. She too was raised fully Protestant her whole life. She burns the heretics, the Catholics at the stake now because England again becomes fully Protestant. And she reigns for a good long time, making many serious changes in England. But then she never marries and she doesn't have any kids. Where the fuck does the throne go? Well, these people have been killing their relatives for some time, so it has to go to her cousin, King James. The Puritans, yeah, the same pilgrims that colonized the Americas. Ding ding. They were so annoyed at King James and the fact that there were so many Catholic things still in their Bibles. Oh no, oh me, oh my. That they complained so much, and they met him at Hampton Court Palace in England to change the Bible, to persuade him. They had a conference to persuade him to change the Bible and remove things like crossing oneself, and thus the King James version of the Holy Bible was born. This Bible not only promoted the Puritan ideals, but it also helped King James establish himself as the head of the English church, which, remember, this guy had the dream to do so. So what does this have to do with the snatched children of Scotland, the indentured servants, the slave children that were taken from Scotland to the colony? Well, who the fuck was gonna serve the Puritans in the colonies? Who was going to be their servants for free? And that there is your connection. The Bible didn't cause them to steal children. The Bible didn't change the way the Puritans lived. It wouldn't have changed anything, whether he changed it or not, for the colonies and the snatching of the children in indentured servitude. That's why the connection is so close, because the Bible was approved and printed in 1611. The colonists were already here. And if you've made it this far, thanks for sticking around. I know that was a long video, but we've got this. The dark history. Reality.